just so I could hear you a little bit.
All right, cool. So what's the situation?
All right, so basically, I just wanted to know about this deal because I'm not sure if the deal sniper gave it out to me correctly. It looks too good to be true.
Okay.
I'm sending the address to you over to you.
Oh, I don't need the address. I just need
Are
the
you
number.
need just the numbers? Okay, so the okay, before I start with the deal, I wanted to go ahead and address like the other question I had about the price, where whenever I go into the AI and I'm looking at the price that's on the listing versus the price that the AI gives me, the purchase
Mhm.
price, it marks it up a lot. So I was just wondering in what scenarios could I change that number to where it's less?
Um, I mean, why? I guess let me figure out what you're thinking.
Why? Because I just sometimes think the assignment fee is way too high. I see like 15,000 sometimes, and I'm like, I don't really want to make that much of a deal. I'd rather stick to like a 5K base area. And also, I think that it's a little scary for the buyers or the realtor to look at that number and be like, oh, are they gonna be able to get a buyer for that price?
Okay. And what's your background for wholesaling?
None at all. I'm brand new to it. I have a friend who's in the industry, and
Hmm.
he basically got me into it about, I'd say, 4 days ago.
Hmm.
So I'm just
Okay.
trying to learn as much as I can right now.
Gotcha. So the idea behind us offering more than what they were asking, because it's a seller finance deal. So there's a few different type of buyers, but most of them are split into two categories. Cash buyers, those are fix and flippers, and buy and hold buyers. So a fix and flip buyer wants to get the house for the best price that they can so they can put 30, $40,000 into it, sell it on market and make 30, $40,000. A buy and hold investor doesn't really care what the purchase price is because they're never going to sell it, or at least
Mm.
not anytime soon. The only thing they care about is how much money it's going to make them every year.
Okay, okay.
So for the buyer on a buy and hold scenario, I mean, within reason, obviously, we're not going to give $1 million for $100,000 house,
Yeah.
but an extra 20, 30, 40, $50,000 on top of the purchase price, that's absolutely fine. And the
Okay.
reason why that we do that is one, we want to make sure that the deal is enticing to the sellers.
Hmm.
And two, all of our offers start at 0% interest. So anytime a realtor says, well, why is this at 0% interest? Well, because we offered $30,000 over asking.
Oh, okay.
So we're kind of building whatever interest they may want or may accrue over the life of the loan. We're building that into the front end.
So whenever the interest rate, where does that apply though? Into the how much the monthly payment is, or how does the interest go into the money here?
Yeah. So the higher the interest rate, the higher the monthly payment, because a
Okay.
portion of that monthly payment is being paid to satisfy the interest. And then a part of that payment is going towards the principal.
Okay, okay. All right, so it's not too bad if I'm able to like get a deal a little bit over it and I get a buy and holds usually, right?
Absolutely. And here's the other thing, too. Your assignment fee has no bearing on what the purchase price is. You dictate how much you're going to sell it for.
Like it's totally based on what I want to sell it on. There's nothing I can do to like change my assignment fee and reduce the number.
That's what I'm saying. You can reduce your assignment fee without touching the purchase.
Ah, okay, okay.
Now,
All right.
as someone that's been doing sales for a long time, I have to ask you, and anyone who's going to watch this video, they're going to be curious too, and they're going to be mad at me if I don't. Why do you want to make less on your assignment fee?
Just because I'm starting out, I want to get a hang of it first. I want to be able to make sure that I'm consistently able to make the deal first. And it just seems too much for my first deal to be over 5,000 or over some ridiculous amount if I'm able to actually close out this deal.
Would it be weird for me to tell you that there are absolutely buyers that will pay 10, 15, $20,000 assignment fee if the deal is good?
I would be surprised just because I'm barely breaking into this and I'm like already thinking 5,000 is a lot. I'd be like, dang, 10,000? That's a lot. There's no way someone's gonna pay me 10,000 just for looking for a deal.
Yeah, they absolutely do. And just so we're on the same page, my team, now again, if you tell us, if you push the deal to my team for us to dispo it out, and you say, hey, I only want to make $5,000 on this deal, We'll push it out for that price, but as a minimum, we push all our deals out at a minimum of $10,000 assignment fee.
Okay. So is that what like your personal strategy is too?
Absolutely. Well, yeah. I mean, you want to make as much as you can on a deal, and I get where you're coming from. I get it. You're going to pay me $10,000 for sending a couple of emails and doing paperwork. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it just feels too good to be true. So that's why I'm there. I'm like at that 5K once I maybe get a deal. But I'll definitely
I'll do it the way you want us to do it. Obviously, it's your deal. So if you say, hey, I only want to make 5, we'll push it out for 5. But I'll tell you like this, once you see other people getting 10, 15,000, and then you look at your deal, you're like, damn, I could have made an extra $5,000.
Yeah,
so
like
you do whatever.
Yeah,
but you do whatever you want at your own pace. I'm just letting you know that there are absolutely buyers, lots of them, like more than not, that have no problem paying the assignment fee as long as the deal is good.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll keep that in mind for sure. I'll try to look at what the eye tells me an good assignment fee is, and I'll definitely keep it around there because I don't know. It feels like a lot on some like 500K houses and such.
Well, think about it this way: if our buyers were to purchase the property that we're about to look at right now, right? But they purchased it and they went through a bank. Then if they go through a bank, they're going to have to put down a minimum of 20% of the purchase price, right? Then they're going to have to pay closing costs. And since this deal is on market, they're also going to have to pay realtor fees. So chances are, especially on a $500,000 house, they're looking at probably 30%, including down payment, including all the fees, closing costs, realtor commission, no assignment fee. Just they completely bypass us and buy it themselves. They're going to pay about 25 to 30% anyway. But if we bring them a deal where, hey, all that's included, the realtor fee, the down payment, you don't have to go through a bank, you're not going to have anyone run your credit, and guess what? Instead of 25, 30%, it's only going to cost you 15%. That's a deal. They have no problem paying for that. It's just about your perspective of the numbers.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. I need a lot more perspective to look at the numbers from different angles, just like the way that you're telling me right now. No,
Gotcha.
that's really good.
All right, so let's look at this deal. What's the purchase price?
All right, perfect. Let me go ahead and pull out the address right here. All right, so the purchase price on this property is $292,000.
Okay. What's the seller finance amount?
The seller finance amount is, let me do it on Deal Sniper now. So yeah, this is another one that I was talking about. Like I put it down a little bit more, but I'll just leave it at the 320 that it's giving me right here. And the seller finance is 297,516.
And what's the down payment?
The down payment is gonna be 22,000.
Okay, and what is the estimated rent?
I'm gonna put it at
1,000. Deal Sniper will tell you.
Yeah, it was at 1,780 something, so it's 1,750.
Okay. Are we paying any realtor commissions on this deal?
Yes.
Okay, how much? I mean, it's up to 3%, so $9,000.
Yeah, we'll just say 3%. I'm not really sure what the percentage is yet. I haven't gotten a response.
Well, no. The max we're going to pay is 3%, so the max is going to be 9,000.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. And what are the taxes and insurance for this property?
The tax and insurance, it's going to be, the tax is 446.
Wait, the 446?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Okay.
That's why I was like trying to get this into see if it's right or not, because I'm not entirely sure if the deal's.
No, I mean, what city is this in?
It's in Tucson, Arizona.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
What's the insurance?
It's 1,225.
Okay, and what's the monthly payment Deal Sniper is saying to give them?
The monthly payment says 750.
Perfect. Yeah, this deal's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 15%, 15.5 entry fee, and the cash on cash return is 17%, 17.5 actually. Yeah, this is a really good deal.
Yeah, I was looking at it. It looks too good to be true for me. That's why I wanted to hop in the call.
Yeah, this is a phenomenal deal. And has the realtor agreed to this already?
I have not gotten a response from them yet. I just sent them an email today about an hour ago.
Okay.
So hopefully they respond to me. I did include that the cash on cash return was 18% because it does seem phenomenal when any
Wait,
investor would buy on this.
you added that to what?
To the first email I sent out.
Okay, so typically we don't do that.
No?
And here's why, because you're giving the buyer information to the seller.
Oh, okay.
Like
So
the
now
real
they
estate
know.
agent, yeah, they're not going to care. So I would stick to the letter that Deal Sniper generates for you.
Mhm.
And if you want to add anything, you can add that will cover up to 3% of realtor commissions.
Oh, okay.
And that's it. And then just send it off.
Okay.
And then I also wouldn't, and you can if you want to. It's just going to slow you down. I wouldn't underwrite every deal that you send out using this calculator. I would only underwrite the ones when the realtor responds to you positively, because that way you know what numbers you're working with.
What do you mean like underwrite the deals whenever they respond positively?
So what we just did was we underwrote this deal
Like doing this through the inputs right here?
by putting this through the inputs, filling in this information here, and determining what the cash on cash return and the entry fee percentage is. So that's underwriting the deal.
Oh, okay.
You don't want to do this for every single one. You just want to do it because not every realtor is going to say, yeah, let's do it. Most of them are going to say no. So you'd be underwriting 100 deals a week,
Mm-hmm.
but only working on the 4 or 5 that say good things about your offer.
Yeah.
So it's just a time thing.
So would you rather me just like go through every single one, send out the offers on Deal
Yeah,
Sniper?
absolutely. Yeah, that's what everyone else is doing. So what everyone else does on Deal Snipers, they clean up their numbers and they just email it to the realtor and then move on to another one, clean up their numbers, email it to a realtor. And they do that for like an hour. And if
Okay.
once you get fast at it, you should be able to do about 20 in an hour.
Okay. And then once they say yes or something like that, you go and underwrite it into that specific property.
Absolutely. And here's another reason why you want
Okay.
to do that. Because a realtor, if they respond positively, it's going to be something like, let's talk about the deal, or they'll have questions about it, or they'll just flat out tell you, my seller's interested. Give me some more information. Put it on a contract, whatever. A realtor's job is to get their client, the seller, the best deal possible. So a lot of times they'll try and negotiate with you. Can we get a higher down payment? Can we get a higher monthly payment? Can we get a shorter balloon? Things like that. So you want to underwrite the deal anytime the realtor says anything positive to where it looks like it may go, so that you can figure that information out ahead of time. Like in this situation, the most that we would ever give is $29,000. Wait a minute, something's off. What's the loan amount?
There's a
The seller,
financer.
the seller financed amount.
The purchase amount is 320.
Oh, this is 320.
Yeah, that one's right. The loan amount.
Okay. So in this situation, the max we would give them is 32,000 because it's 10% of the purchase price max. And then we need to change the loan amount, 320,000 minus 297.5. Yeah, 500. Okay. Minus $32,000. It's 288.
Wait, what do we just do here?
So what I'm doing now, well, first of all, I had this number wrong. I put the loan amount in the purchase price spot.
Mhm.
So what I'm doing now is I'm figuring out what my max is. Deal Sniper is never going to give you the max that you can give them. It's going to give you a good deal, and if they agree to it, then it's good. But now I'm preparing for if the realtor wants to negotiate. So we had it at what was the down payment before?
It was 22,000.
So I kicked it up another $10,000 because that's our max. Our max is 10% of the purchase price.
Okay.
So now, if I click on seller finance, does the deal still work? The entry fee is a little bit higher. We want to keep that definitely under 20, ideally under 15. Yeah, ideally under 15, but that's okay. The deal still works. And the cash on cash return is good. So now we know that if they say, hey, can I get more of a down payment? And then you ask them, okay, well, how much more do you want? I want 50. Well, 50 is not going to work, but what about 30? Because you know your max is 32.
Okay. I
And
see it now.
and you know the deal still works at 32. Here's another one. Let me put the deal back to the way it was. So this was 22,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then this was 297.
Yeah, 97.
Okay. So now I put the deal back the way it was. Now we're back to where we were originally, less than 15%. And then we got 17% over here. These are all good. So what if they say they want more monthly? Well, the only number that really affects the purchase price will, the down payment will, but the number that really affects the cash on cash return is the monthly payment. And we need to keep this higher than 10%. 10% is our minimum. So if I want to know what my max is, I'm just going to incrementally go up until I figure out what 10% is.
Oh, okay.
So 950. Nope. What about $1,000? Okay, so 1,050. Nope. 1,025. There you go. So now I know that, let's say they say the down payment's absolutely fine, but they want more monthly. Well, now I know I can go a max of 1,000. So if they say, hey, can we get more monthly? How much were you looking for? We want $1,000 a month. That's going to be really tight for us, but I'll tell you what, if your sellers are ready to move forward, I can get you $1,000 a month.
Okay. Now it's starting to connect a lot more.
Awesome.
Yeah, this is nice. Now I actually see like where you can start to mess around with the numbers and deal with the real estate agents once they give you an email back.
Yeah, and then in the meantime, until you get the hang of the calculator, have you gone through the YouTube channel, the video library?
I've gone through a couple of the recorded training sessions, but not none of these of the real deal machine videos.
Okay, so those, if you click on oldest, I think I did those first. There's
Okay.
one for each. There's one for cash, one for seller finance, one for subject to, and one for hybrid. Most of the time, you'll be dealing with the seller finance one. So anyway, watch all 4 of those videos.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. They're only 10 minutes max.
Yeah,
And
it's
it literally walks you through all of this. And then there's another video I just recently did that shows the updates that I made to this calculator. And the only update that I made is adding the realtor commission box and then adding the entry fee percentage calculation.
I like that. I like that. Okay, well, yeah, this is great information. This just made me a lot like more connected into like the business and how to actually deal with the numbers. I was kind of confused as to where the numbers were coming from and how to like adjust each single number whenever a realtor would say something back. I was reading a lot of Discord chats, and they were all talking about realtors asking for balloons and fees and other such. So I was confused, but then now this has really clarified it.
Good. I'm glad. Yeah, it's one of those things that it's really easy, but of course that's easy for me to say. I've been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
But once it clicks, or once you go through a couple of the, running the numbers, or even having me run the numbers, so you know what to say,
Mhm.
you'll get it. And then there'll be a time where it'll click, and you're like, oh, and then you won't need me anymore.
I won't even be talking to you no more, Sean.
Yeah,
Sorry,
which is
Sean.
the goal. That's my goal with everyone. I want
Yes.
that's why I don't gatekeep anything. I'm gonna teach you guys so you don't need me anymore.
Oh, thank you so much, Sean.
No, that's not a problem.
No, really though. Thank you. Teaching me a lot. This Discord's been amazing so far.
I'm glad you like it. Did you have any other questions for me?
Not as the moment, but I'm sure I'll have some more for you in the future. So look out for me.
Cool deal. Will do, man. Have a good rest of your day.
All right. Well, thank you so much again. Have a good day.
You're welcome. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.